You can get just about anything off of your Avon business. The fashion, which all of us are wearing today.
Fashion for who? Grandma Edna?
So what you want to start to do is start to Avonize. We call Avonize your home.
Oh boy. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We are finally covering an MLM that has been highly requested on my channel, and that MLM is Avon. Yes, they're still around, and they're still a multi-level marketing company.
Hard to believe after all these years.
Now, I will admit that I am not super familiar with Avon's verbiage around the consultants and the sales and their compensation plan and all of that. So this is going to be a learning experience for all of us. The one thing I do know is that they call their consultants, representatives, whatever you want to call them, ambassadors in Avon. And we are going to be reacting to a new ambassador onboarding Zoom call. So let's just get the fuck into it.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Thank you. I know.
So much for joining us today. We are Team Hello Beautiful. This is the new ambassador training, getting started for success. But really, this is a really great training for anybody in the business, whether it's your first day or you've been here for 40 years. This is going to give you some really great tools for success. We're going to share some of the hottest things that are going on in the business and really how to shine and be successful. So here's the agenda for today. We're going to meet the team. We're going to talk about why you would join Avon. Sometimes you sign up, but maybe you just didn't really know why. But by the end of this slide, when we talk about it, you're going to really know why you joined Avon and all the reasons.
Wait a fucking minute. You got on this call and somebody is telling you, we're going to tell you why you're joining Avon, essentially. You don't have the reason yet, but we're going to tell you why. And that to me is a little bit of a cult-like behavior, because the person that's doing Avon, that has joined Avon, should be the one telling you why they joined Avon. You shouldn't be the one telling them why they joined Avon. Do we see how there could be an issue there? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
To come on why you're going to stay with the business. Top steps for launching a strong business, ambassador perks, how you get paid in the business. We're going to give you tools and tips on how you find your customers, why becoming the brand is crucial in this business.
Becoming the brand? I don't like that either. Like, become the brand of Avon. You must act and do as Avon says.
Thanks, but no thanks.
That goes back to a pattern that we see in MLMs where they tell you that you own your business, but you actually have to do whatever the corporation tells you to do, making it not your business. It's not your business at all. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with Avon, so maybe they run it way differently than everything else. But judging by the way we're starting off, something tells me they don't.
Sharing Avon the smart way.
Like, not at all.
Social selling and how to create content, demos and how to do your first order, tips on how to optimize that, resources for success in your Avon tool belt. It sounds like a lot, but honestly, it's really all going to come together in getting you guys ready for success. So I wanted to introduce the team first. This is Team Hello Beautiful.
It's what? Pause. We're taking a quick detour.
Why is it so hard to find a compensation plan? Why? Okay, this one is from 2025. So I just pulled this up because I want to have on hand the titles for the consultants that we're going to be hearing from. So there's 3 groups of titles, ranks. We don't fucking know anymore. Everybody uses a different term. So you have the promoter group, the leader group, and the executive leader group. And in each one, there's a bronze, silver, and gold. And then in addition to that, the promoter group has a lower level called the star promoter. And the highest group has an added level, which is higher than bronze, silver, and gold, called platinum. Course. This is just unnecessary complication. We don't need this. So anyway, now that we know that, the highest one on the call is a bronze executive leader. And then the lowest one, there's 2 of them, and they are gold promoters. So they are the highest level in the lowest group. If you're confused, so am I. Let's just get back into it.
We are the leadership team, and you're going to see us a lot. We do a lot of trainings. We share not only on the team page, but we also share out on YouTube because we believe in sharing is caring.
Oh, for fuck's fuck's sake. I hear the word share and sharing so often when I'm reacting to multi-level marketing calls and trainings and people in general. I swear that's one of their favorite words to use in the multi-level marketing world. Share, whether it's
we don't sell, we share,
or
we have to keep sharing,
and
we are sharers.
It's never ending with the word share. I am starting to really hate the word, and we need a new word for the concept of sharing. Any recommendations? Let us know.
I believe that sharing what we've learned through our past years of experience, creating new ideas, and when we learn something new, we absolutely want to pass it on to anybody who's in the business. So we're excited to be here today. And again, you're going to see us not only here, but you'll see us on social media. So make sure you connect with us and follow us because we are here to support you. So wanted to really dive into why you joined Avon. Some of the top reasons people join Avon, okay, it's pretty straightforward, right? Earning some extra income. Who is going to fight not having a couple extra bucks in their pocket? This is a really great side hustle for earning extra income. Or, you know what? Maybe you're obsessed with skincare like I was and why I joined.
And Avon was your choice. Don't get me wrong. I grew up on Avon products. I think a lot of 90s babies and early 2000s babies did grow up on Avon products. Skin So Soft, that was your bug spray if you were going outside. So I get it. But if you're obsessed with skincare, Avon would not be the company I'd join. That's just my opinion.
I wanted my skincare at a discount. And what's really wonderful is the same commission that you earn on your sales, you're going to get that same discount on products that we have. Our K-beauty, our makeup, skincare is off the chart. The fashion.
Let me show you the future of fashion,
which all of us are wearing today, and you'll get to see that. How about the friendship and community? I can tell you right now, I have met the most amazing best friends in this business, people who I've met who live far and near across the country. And, it's so rewarding.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We shouldn't be paying for an opportunity to make friends. At that point, those friends are not really your friends. There's money tied to it in some way, shape, or form. So that relationship is dependent on the multi-level marketing company. Your friendships should be genuine. They should be authentic. You should be making these connections, doing things that maybe you both like, not signing up for multi-level marketing companies to make money. There are other reasons we make friends, and it's not to start a fake business.
To meet new people and create these amazing relationships. How about travel and reward? How many of you, would love to be able to go on a trip or maybe travel to places and meet up with those friends that you've met or new people to, get your business in action and learn things from people who are top in the industry? How about affordable healthcare and dental insurance? I bet you didn't know that Avon offers this. And what is really great is as long as you're an active ambassador, you can qualify and get very reasonably priced insurance from top insurance providers across the US.
I need to look into that. If you're not in the US, you may not understand the level of bullshit that we have to deal with when it comes to health insurance and getting health insurance that's affordable and makes sense for the amount of times we don't go to the doctor. So when I see that they're offering affordable health and dental insurance, I think that's another vulnerability that they're taking advantage of. Because if you listened, she very clearly said, as long as you're an active ambassador with Avon, you can take part in this insurance plan. But what if you have 1 month or 2 months where you're not active as an ambassador? What happens to that health insurance? Does it just go away for the month? Does it come back? What is the deal with that? How does it work in this type of situation?
Pay attention to the fine print.
I'm very curious to see if she goes into it on this call. Something tells me she's not going to. I really want to dive more into that, but I know that that would make this video so much longer. So we're going to resist the urge to do that right now.
And we're talking Blues plans, Aetna. That is such a huge benefit because we all need to have that healthcare and dental insurance. How about Avon Perks? Well, this is a really great feature. You get discounts on amazing companies that are offering travel discounts. You've got Apple, I mean, you name it, Vistaprint, any resource out there, there are so many great perks and discounts just for being an Avon ambassador.
Now it's a AAA perk. You get AAA perks when you join Avon.
Have you ever thought about going back to school or, maybe taking additional classes? Well, we have online tuition and discounts for that.
Again, for how long? Most classes go for more than 1 month. So if you're an Avon ambassador and you go inactive for a month or two, what happens to that tuition fee? Do you have to then pay full price? Is there no longer a discount? There's so many questions that need answers. I'm already fucking pissed off. Avon is just as bad as all the other ones.
I mean, it's so great because sometimes in life, you know what, you're looking for a second career, maybe even outside of Avon.
Maybe even outside of Avon. Like, you can't even fathom why somebody would want a career outside of Avon.
Or to enhance something that you already are doing. So it's really great that we have this tuition discount offered through Avon. How about freedom and flexibility?
If you're in the 1%, if you're in the top 1%, let's see Avon's income disclosure statement.
Just seconds later.
Yeah, they don't have an income disclosure statement.
What a shock.
We have no idea how many people are really making the amount of money that you would need to have freedom and flexibility because of Avon.
You are going to meet and hear a little bit about all of us and maybe why we joined Avon. But when I left my corporate job and I had the freedom and flexibility to do a business that worked for me and my growing family, it really made a difference in my life, the stress, and I was able to make income in a way that was fulfilling to me. So having that flexibility and freedom to really do your business anywhere. It's virtual, folks, and you can do your business in a coffee shop, at home, on vacation, which hopefully you're not doing it on vacation, but you certainly can. But that's what's so great about this business. How about recognition? How many of you feel like even in your current careers, you just aren't getting recognized for the hard work you do? Well, I can guarantee you this. We focus a lot on recognizing people, no matter how big or small. We want you to know that your success matters.
So do most other companies. I get it. I say this in other videos. There are shitty jobs. Like, there are shitty companies that do shitty things behind the scenes. That is just across the board. MLM, not MLM, whatever. However, a lot of jobs, a lot of corporations have started incorporating things like kudos. That is something that's present in a lot of companies that I have seen, including the one that I was working for before I quit corporate America and started working from home and doing my own thing or whatever. So I worked in a hospital setting. Patients would send in things. Your boss would send in things. There were little papers, or even I think now they have QR codes that you could scan, and you could send in something that somebody did that was good that you witnessed, and that person will get a kudos, whether it's a gift card to Starbucks or a little trophy that they had made up, something like that. This is something that is happening more and more. And I think that could be because maybe more corporations, hopefully, are seeing that it definitely brings up morale. So it's not something that you just find in multi-level marketing companies.
And recognition is just so important in helping us build our confidence. And that takes me to that whole self-confidence and personal growth.
No, you won't find that in an MLM. In fact, you will maybe find imposter self-confidence and personal growth from the MLM because you think you're doing the work and you think you're doing good things and you're growing personally. But if and when that MLM ever goes away, so does that growth that you did. It is more important that you do your own self-development and personal growth outside of anything else, just you. It should not tie into anything else that requires you to pay a fee. I think that real self-confidence and personal growth happens when you spend time alone with yourself for free.
You're going to grow a lot in this business because maybe this is new for you. Maybe you've never done this before, or it's going to get you out of your comfort zone. Let me just tell you this, that is going to help you build your confidence, and your personal growth is going to grow exponentially. And last but not least, and there's probably even more that aren't on this page, but how about helping others? Avon is such a great opportunity to share your love of products and also helping your community. Every single person on this call today, we do fundraising through our business.
Oh God, no!
help our community out. And it's such an amazing way, not only to build your sales, but to help the people in your own community and organizations that matter to you.
And all at the same time, you get to add points for your incentive trip, get new connections to bother to join your team or buy when you're running short on your quotas. Fundraisers through MLMs are the worst idea, in my opinion. There are so many other ways to help your community and help people that you love and care about aside from an MLM fundraiser. ZD dinners, for example. GoFundMes are even better than multi-level marketing fundraisers. This is disgusting. The reason why, to me, I find it so gross is because when an MLM participant, in this case, when an Avon ambassador is throwing a fundraiser, you always want to keep in mind that their main goal might sound like it is to help the organization or the person needing to raise funds. It's not. They see that this is an opportunity to get more points, like I said, for the incentive trips, to get a promotion, to help their sales goal so that they get a little bonus at the end of the month that they won't give to the fundraiser recipient in most cases.
Wow, that's messed up.
Do not participate in an MLM fundraiser. In fact, if somebody is participating in an MLM fundraiser and they ask you to purchase from said fundraiser, instead offer cash, offer money, because they're going to get way more from that than they ever would from you purchasing from an Avon catalog. Thank you for coming to this video's TED Talk.
So if that isn't enough, I can tell you, I may have started for the products and some extra income, but every single item on this list is absolutely a reason why I am doing Avon today. So think about your why, what matters to you, and honestly, all of these are things that are available to you in your Avon journey. Okay. Since we've talked about why we started the business, let's hop into real quick the top activities to getting started. When you first start with Avon, you're going to make sure that you've set up your account. Your online e-store is set up. This is a really important thing that you want to make sure you're doing is under your profile, when you log in, you want to make sure that you opt in and make sure your profile searchable by your customers and others. Because if you don't, a customer who wants to buy with you online may not be able to find you. You know, if you set it up, you want to make sure that you go from private to public so that you are searchable. If you haven't already, set up time with your mentor and join our team page. If you're watching today on the team page, then you absolutely have followed those steps. If you watch this later or catch this on YouTube and you are on a team, make sure you get on the team page. But no matter who your mentor is in the business, whether it's Team Hello Beautiful or someone out in Avon Nation, make sure you're connecting with them. You know, they are here to help you in the business and support you with your success, help you to guide you along, but also help you support your goals. If you're on today, you've done the right thing and you've begun training. You have so many resources to doing training, like visiting avon.com. We have a dedicated YouTube channel, and we have so many resources. Besides what you're seeing today on our Facebook page, Avon does so many trainings, and we're going to talk a little bit more about where you can access that. I want you all to start thinking about building that first order. What personal products do you use for yourself? Because I can tell you, we all need to wash our hair. We like to wash our face. We want skin hair. How about clothes? How about undergarments? Just about everything that you can buy, except for probably toilet paper and a couple other household items, you can get just about anything off of your Avon business. So why spend your money on the big box stores where you could be getting up to 40 to 50% off your personal purchases as well?
Oh, for crying out loud.
I'm sorry, but that. Why do you want to be like everybody else in Avon? You are trying to recruit people into a multi-level marketing company and telling them that anything that you can get from Avon, get it from Avon. So every single person in Avon representing Avon is a cookie cutter image of the next one. What are we doing? Where is the personal development and personal growth there?
I want you to start thinking about how you can build your first order by getting things you already buy every single day at the grocery store, Target, other big box stores that you can go and buy through your own business.
But what if it's shit? What if you want a bag of chips and it's available on the Avon website, but it tastes like ass? And the chips from Walmart taste way better. You have to suffer through the shit chips, the ass chips? I don't want ass chips.
Hard pass.
And there's going to be ways that you can use that in promoting it, and we'll share that later. Last but not least is start creating that warm outreach list, because everybody's a potential customer. But I always say start with the warm list. people that you are your friends, family, people that already are following you on Facebook or on social media.
Yeah, tap into your market of friends and family to try and sell Avon to them and get them to join your team. What are we doing? We're already getting sold to every second of every minute we're on social media. So why in real life do we now have to be getting sold to by our friends and family? Don't do this. It's the quickest way to get written off as a friend or family member in a lot of cases.
These are people that already know you. And if you're excited about starting this new business, it is so easy to reach out to them and share the excitement too. So we want to share some really exciting things, incentives and ways to sort of kick off your business and get rewarded. Because remember, we love rewards and recognition. So I'm going to punt this to Candy.
Wow, that's aggressive.
She's going to go through all the great incentives that are out there today for your business.
That graphic reminds me of when I was trying to use Canva and pretend like I was a professional businesswoman. That is horrible. Team Hello Beautiful. You could barely read that. Anyway, I'm not here to critique that, but guys, what are we doing?
Thanks, Natasha. Yeah, why don't we start talking about some of the fun things and the things that you can earn in this business and be rewarded for your hard work. Let's kick it off with one of our top incentives for Team Hello Beautiful. You are entitled to earning something that we've created for 2026 for Team Hello Beautiful called the $350 plus club. So we have created a group for a target for everyone to work towards. Why is there a target that we suggest? Well, because if you think about it, $350 is a target to reach for every campaign to help you reach your goals through the year. Not only is that a great goal to have per campaign, but it's going to reach you for yearly goals. If you do the numbers, that is going to help you reach 40% commission every single campaign. It is also going to help you reach 5-star ambassador and above, and just a little bit above that every campaign is going
There's stars now?
even further to almost that 10-star level by the end of the year.
There's also stars, not just ranks, but stars.
Why does it have to be so complicated?
Well, let's not forget that these higher ups also benefit from anybody selling $350 worth of product. So there's multiple reasons, and it's not just out of the kindness of their heart that they're doing this incentive.
Allegedly.
So this is a great way to get you where you need to be by the end of 2026. So let's strive for that 350 every campaign through the year. And when you do, and you're part of Team Hello Beautiful, you are going to earn a spot on our spinning wheel every single campaign through the year that you hit that goal. And you will get a chance to earn an incredible prize.
What is the prize?
And these prizes are wonderful. We have amazing gifts on there that you're going to want to win.
Can you give us a hint?
We have brand name prizes. We have
Brand name prizes could be a box of Kraft mac and cheese. That's a brand name, but what the is it?
products, shopping sprees, just to name a few. And not to mention, if you hit this every single campaign through the year, you are even going to have another chance to be on our big grand prize wheel at the end of the year to have your chance to earn an amazing larger prize off of the grand prize wheel. We are giving away over $1,500 worth of prizes throughout the year.
But what the are the prizes? What if it's something somebody doesn't want or something somebody can't use? You're not going to tell them the prizes? It's just the FOMO. What do we have to do to find out what your prizes are on the prize wheel, lady?
For people who hit $350 per campaign. So make sure that you're striving for this when you're on Team Hello Beautiful every campaign. And you're leveling up through the year. So don't forget that. You're not just earning per campaign, but through the year. Next, this is for all new ambassadors. during campaigns 1 through 7.
What is the whole campaign thing? That's another thing I heard when I was skimming trainings. For 2026, they have a lot. They have 25 campaigns, and it looks like they start every 2 weeks, is it? Yeah, that would make sense. We all know I'm great at math. So every 2 weeks, they have a new campaign. Why? Why are we overcomplicating things? It shouldn't be this complicated, my friends. This is such a weird calendar, guys, but I'll link it. Like, this is all that's here. There's no other explanation on this link. It's just a spreadsheet of dates. Oh, okay. So their campaign is just like the catalog. Like when the Avon lady would come.
Avon calling.
When I first started working in the medical field, the first doctor's office that I worked at, we had an Avon lady come every, I guess, campaign and bring us a new catalog. So I guess that's what the campaign is. It's just the new catalog or new brochure, whatever they call it. Jesus. We are decoding Avon in this video.
You are eligible to get these new ambassador bundles for $100 or $150.
I fucking love when they do this. If you ever get the opportunity to spend money with a company because you've reached your goals, that should be a red flag. They're telling you, great job. Now you can buy this product that you're getting at a discount price. What are we doing? What are we? Scentsy does this too. Most MLMs do this. If you hit a certain goal in the time frame that you need to hit it, you will get the opportunity to purchase a bundle of shit. I guess that just speaks to like overconsumption as well. We have to buy all of the things that we can possibly get our hands on. And now Avon is offering you a whole bundle of shit for a discounted price. Who's gonna say no to that? I am.
These amazing products that you see in these pictures here are full-size products. You get these products pictured, plus the larger one, as you see, comes with samples as well. They are only available in campaigns 1 through 7. You get a limit of 2, and they are while supplies last. This is your cost. They are valued at much more.
But we won't tell you how much more.
So make sure you're taking advantage of these bundles. It's a great way for you to try products, get them into customers' hands, and you also get a 10-pack of English brochures with each bundle. And the product numbers are there for you on the picture so you can search them easily. Next up, we have our Power Up incentive for new ambassadors. This is during your first 4 campaigns, and it runs from campaigns 1 through 7 as well. And you get rewarded with free products. Another great way to get free products.
More products. So first you're spending money to get more products. Now they're finally just giving you products. Can we see how maybe the Avon ambassadors are in fact the best customers of Avon? I feel like this is a great depiction of that because they're working so hard to get free lipstick or free Skin So Soft or free whatever the fuck from Avon.
Into your hands from Avon when you place 4 orders during your first 7 campaigns of $100 or more, and you get a free surprise bundle from Avon.
Oh, you don't even get to pick the products.
Well, that's dumb.
They're sending you a surprise bundle. Lovely. Even better.
It is powering up in your first 4 incentive. Consistency challenge incentive. This is for all ambassadors, campaigns 1 through 7. If you stay consistent with your orders, you are going to earn another free products from Avon. If you are a new ambassador or 5-star ambassador, if you are placing orders of $250 or more, if you're 10-star or above, your goal is $500 or more, 6 out of 7 campaigns during this incentive, you are going to earn an exclusive product bundle valued at over $175 or $300 value, depending on your level.
I laugh so I don't scream into the fucking mic. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why are people getting taken advantage of from Avon still? This is happening?
Hey guys, Make us thousands of dollars so that we can then send you $175 of free product.
Where is the disconnect here? You're working for free product. You're not even getting paid at this point. Where's the money? You're just getting prizes and more free Avon.
And the beauty of consistency incentives. So make sure you're striving for these incentives, because you could end up with so many free products from Avon to do and help promote your business with.
Who's using the products? Like, are you literally just giving them away to people as samples? Who is using all these products you're getting for free? You might be getting them for free, but they have a shelf life. In Avon, it's a lot of beauty care and makeup products. So these things have a shelf life. If you're getting all this shit for free, are you really using it in the amount of time it needs to be used before it's expired? And if not, are you giving it away to somebody who is going to use it in the amount of time it needs to be used before it's expired? We're contributing to overconsumption. We don't need any more shit. Let's shift into working for money, specifically in multi-level marketing companies.
Show me the money.
And let's not forget the big one for the year. Everybody loves travel. As Natasha mentioned earlier, this one just launched in campaign 2, Avon Go Far for 2026 for all ambassadors.
So only if you live in Canada or the US can you earn this trip to Mexico. I'll just briefly tell you how I feel about incentive trips, because I know for the people that have been here a while, they have heard it ad nauseum. I hate them. I think they're a load of bullshit. While yes, it does sound great that you can get to go on a free trip that seems luxurious, it's not the case. First of all, it's not free because you have to claim it on your taxes and you have to pay the taxes after. And sometimes that could be upwards of $1,000 or more just from that trip you owe for taxes.
Holy shit, that's insane.
So let's not forget that. Then typically they do 4 or 5 days. So you have like a 3 or 4 night stay where you're going. And a lot of times they come up with the itinerary. So you are set up to do whatever they're doing. You can go outside of their itinerary in most cases, but then you're paying out of pocket. So you don't get say in where you stay. You don't get say in where you're going. You don't get say in your excursions. You maybe get say in your flight. Maybe if you have to cover it, then you get say in your flight. But if they're covering the flight, you don't get say in that either. They put you where they want to put you. With all of that said, in my opinion, you can likely work half of that time in a traditional job will get you the money that you need to take a vacation that you get to plan all by yourself for a week instead of 4 or 5 days. So that's the reason I really don't like incentive trips. I think they're a load of bullshit. Additionally, there's a video that I'm going to film after this all about a pharmacy consultant who is just openly begging for people to help her and her husband get to Mexico. And that's what a lot of these MLM representatives do when they're trying to work for an incentive. Avon, Scentsy, Pharmacy, we see it in all of them. They are begging their quote unquote customers to help them get to Mexico. But anyway, now that we know how I feel about MLM incentive trips, let's hear more about this bullshit incentive trip.
So this already started. We all need to get on board and let's get our next adventure to Let's Travel in 2027 to Los Cabos, Mexico, including airfare.
Oh, so you don't get to pick who you're flying with. At least we know it won't be Spirit anymore.
What? Too soon?
So who wants to go with us? Reach out to your mentor to find out. If you are not sure what you're working for and what your goals might be, so that you can hurry up, get on track, and get on those planes and meet us all in Mexico for a fun-filled, all paid, all expenses paid, exclusive trip to Mexico, and have your Mai Tai in hand.
That's not paid for. Most times you have to pay for your own alcohol too. Unless it's a virgin Mai Tai, maybe that's covered.
Now let's hand it over to Anne to tell you how you can start earning and getting paid with Avon so you can get on that trip with us.
Thank you, Candy, for sharing all of those amazing incentives. So you're probably like, wow, I'm going to be earning products and trips and everything else, but how do I earn money? Right?
Yeah, exactly. It should lead with how you're earning money, not look at all the free shit you could buy. You just hooked them in there because you showed them all the free shit they could buy.
How do you put that money in your pocket? So as you can see, your sales are commission-based sales. All right. And this includes the brochure sales as well as anything that you do online. So you can potentially earn up to 50% off of your own orders of $40 plus of beauty products, and then 25% on the home and fashion and electronics. So you can see the chart here to the right. It's going to explain everything, right? If you are selling between $40 and $119.99, you're going to earn that 20%. But as we were talking about earlier with our 350 club, as you kind of go down and scroll down there through to that section, that's where you're going to earn 40%. And that's kind of your sweet spot and where you should be targeting your sales every 2 weeks for every campaign. You're going to earn so much more at that level. And like we said, plus you're going to be able to achieve other levels within this business. So that's kind of where the chart works. So make sure that you are taking a look at that and planning out your campaigns. Now, how do you get paid? Well, online earnings. You have, when you signed up, you got a free e-store. So if you need help trying to find that link so that you can start sharing that with your customers and friends and family.
It's the same fucking link that everybody else gets. It just has your name at the end. It's basically an influencer link. It's not like somebody created a Shopify store for you. It's literally just the Avon website attached to your name so they know who to pay out the commissions to if and when you ever get some.
Then, reach out to your mentor. But online earnings are from your online store orders, and those are paid very quickly and very easily through what we call the Avon Wallet payment portal. So basically how that works is as soon as you have your very first online order, Avon's going to send you an email, and then you're going to go in there and you're going to set up your Avon Wallet account. Now, you will be getting paid, like we said, very immediately within 24 hours. So how do you like that? Isn't that awesome that you get paid quickly for all of your online orders? Now, if you do use the brochure and you want to have orders that you deliver to your customers, your commissions are basically based upon the discounted amount that you pay and the full price your customer pays you. So, for example, you sell a lipstick, it's $10. If your commission level is up at that 40%, you're going to pay Avon $6 plus some tax.
Wait. What do you mean?
No, Avon should be paying you. What? They take that immediately, right? She's just wording it weird, I hope.
So don't forget to put that in there. Your customer does also pay the tax. And then the rest of that is going to be your profit. That's what you're pocketing. So make sure that you're always charging a small fee for shipping and handling, because you are going to be, Avon's going to require you to pay for that shipping. So
hold the fucking phone. What do you mean? What the f? For orders you deliver, your commissions are based on the difference between the discounted amount you pay and the full price for your customer pays you. For example, you sell a lipstick to a customer for $10, your commission is 40%. You get $4. Remember to charge a small fee for shipping and handling. You have to pay the price and the tax back to Avon? Like that doesn't come out when you order the products? What the f is happening? Am I being punked? Or is this just the math of like, hey, this is what you get back on the product?
A way for you to offset that is that you put in and charge each customer a small fee for shipping and handling. And if you want some recommendations, just obviously reach out to your mentor. All right. So who are your potential customers, right? Where do I start? We get a lot of those questions, and very easily, you want to start with your friends and your family. We kind of call those your warm leads.
Oh my fucking God.
Your source of business and your warm leads for your business should never come directly from your friends and family. And if any kind of business, quote unquote, opportunity is telling you that that is where you start, it's a red flag and you should run far away and tell everyone else to run too.
Run for your lives!
Imagine if McDonald's just focused on their friends and family when they started, like just friends and family. That's it. I only market to friends and family. They would have never started a business. Same with Target, Walmart. These are family businesses, sure, but their customers aren't all family and friends.
Those are the people that are going to be there to, they want to help you. They want to see you succeed. So don't be afraid to reach out to your friends and family. Start creating that list. That's your first step. The next step is, okay, well, who do I know that would love to, buy Avon? Who shops online? Who loves fashion? Who likes skincare? Start jotting those names down. Start thinking about, who your hairdresser, right?
Don't No. I worked behind the chair for 7 years. I'm a licensed hairstylist and barber, if you didn't know. I noticed that more and more MLMs are starting to target hairstylists more. And now that I am no longer behind the chair and working in this space and calling out bullshit business practices like this, I'm seeing how often hairstylists are being taken advantage of within the MLM community. For example, like Monat, Melaleuca, now Avon, they're bringing the catalogs trying to get the hairstylists to sign on to their team so they can make more money. Do you understand that if a hairstylist were to sign on to an MLM and start promoting those products inside of their salon, that it could potentially destroy their entire fucking career? Because these are products that are not distributed by beauty industry professionals. Another example I'll give you is Wella. If you're not familiar with Wella, they're huge. They're huge in the hair industry. I worked a lot with Wella products. I still work with Wella products. I like their products for a lot of reasons, probably because it was what I was trained with as well. Anyway, that's beside the point. When you order Wella products, when your salon orders Wella products and you sell Wella shampoo, conditioner, hairspray, whatever it is, OPI is part of Wella. When you sell those things, the rep you communicate with when you're ordering, when you're asking questions, when they're training you, they're all trained. They're all licensed, certified in whatever they need to be certified in. A lot of them are certified in the products that they're helping you get in your clients' hands. These people are thinking that they can just go into a salon and encourage a stylist to sign on to an MLM and start selling the products in the salon. There's no knowledge that goes behind it. There's no education. There's no certification. Nothing. So it makes the stylist look like a fucking idiot, to be totally honest with you. And I hope that if you are a stylist and you're watching this video, that you take it as a sign to never take part in a multi-level marketing company when you're working behind the chair in a salon, because like I said, it can slaughter your career. These products are not well received in the professional beauty industry. That was the second TED Talk of this video, so thank you for coming. I'm so sorry. Apparently Avon triggers me.
Who are the people in your life that you come across every single day, and start making that list. And then, what are your favorite products? As you could see, like Natasha mentioned earlier, is we're all have Avon on our bodies right now. I'm probably head to toe in Avon.
Yeah, we can tell.
I buy from my business. So, I have the earrings, the shirt, all of the makeup and skincare on my face. You want to support yourself and your own business.
It's not you supporting yourself or your own business. You're literally a cookie cutter version of every other consultant or ambassador that's encouraged to do the same exact thing as you. How are you different from the next one that's going to come on and talk to us? You're all the same. How exhausting is that? I'd never want to be a cookie cutter image of anybody. You should all be yourself. And part of that would include starting your own business with your own rules, with your own products, allowing yourself to shop at Claire's if you want to. It's okay to shop outside of your business.
You want to support yourself and your own business rather than putting in money for somebody else, right?
That's literally what you're doing. The CEO and the C-suite and the employees, those are the people that you're paying with the sales of the product that you get a minuscule amount from.
So what you want to start to do is start to Avonize. We call Avonize your home.
You can't be serious.
They're really trying to be like Melaleuca, I feel like. Avonize your home. No.
So next, you're like, okay, now what, right? You want to become the brand. And as you could see, we have some pictures over here of various team members, and they're sharing what they love.
We got some Michael Jackson movie premiere shoes. Those I would absolutely, without a doubt, wear to the Michael movie. And that's no shade. I'm just saying. I do plan on going to see the Michael movie. And those shoes, I might have to go find a pair like that so that I can show up in style.
Right? What are your passions? What do you love? Start going through the Avon brochure. Go online and start taking a look at all of the products and start picking out, do you love skincare? Do you love fashion? And then you want to start taking a look at who are you?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows who they are because they're all told that they have to be this cookie cutter image and order everything from Avon and act the same and sell the same shit. So nobody knows who they are. They're all Avonized.
Do you like to travel? Do you, like to do crafts? And what you want to do is you want to start getting on social media, which we're going to kind of jump in here, probably on, I think on the next slide, you want to start thinking about these things and how you want to present yourself on social media. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to show what you love and then kind of sprinkle in the Avon. And once you start doing that and creating some excitement, that's when everybody else is going to be like, oh, wow, I want to try that. Or maybe I need to take a look at what Avon has now. It's just like if you go out to a restaurant and you love it and it's so good and you kind of go back to your friends and family and you say, oh my gosh, the restaurant was so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And what do people do? Oh, I'm going to have to try that.
Except that's genuine and authentic because they're likely not getting paid for telling you how good a restaurant was. When somebody's being paid to promote a brand to you, in my opinion, I just don't always feel like you can trust everything that they're saying. If somebody is coming to me genuinely and they're like, hey, I just went to this restaurant and the food was so good, you have to go try it, I'm likely gonna go try it because I know that person is not getting paid off of my food order. You see the difference there? You can't really compare the two. And I know that's an argument.
Why wouldn't you get paid off of everything you promote?
Because you shouldn't. You shouldn't. At that point, you just become a walking commercial and nothing you say is authentic. You're told to say that the products are good, the products do this for you, and the products do that for you. But what do you really feel? You're not allowed to say that because you have signed a contract to promote the item that you're promoting. When you haven't signed a contract to promote an item and you genuinely like it, I feel like I'm going to trust you more because you're not monetarily benefiting off of me in any way, shape, or form. The business is, sure, but you're not part of the business if you're genuinely telling me, I loved this restaurant or this store is really cool, you should go check out their clothes. It's totally different. You cannot compare the two.
This is that same technique. What you need to do is get excited about the products and make sure that you're sharing those with your friends, your family, and on social media. And then you want to kind of become the brand. And that kind of goes over to, which we talked about before. You want to say this all the time, wear and share the Avon products, right? You're going to use the products in your home and invest and buy products from yourself. So that's kind of how you become the brand and how you start to get to know the products as well. Because if you're not using the products, how are you going to be able to sell them to others? And then just as a tip, you want to share, we've talked about this, sharing what you love. Like we said, your excitement is what is going to create the customer interest in that. And then also another way that you can share Avon is giving them as a gift. Like we talked about before, using your business. Instead of going to Target, maybe you go to your own business and you buy a gift for, a friend or family. Spring is coming up and although today we heard there's 6 more weeks of winter, but spring is coming. But, there's lots of things coming up within the spring. You have baby showers, bridal showers, Mother's Day. Start thinking about those things and give the gift of Avon.
No, don't give the gift of Avon. Go get something thoughtful. A gift is something that you go and get from places like Things Remembered. Do we remember that store? It's still around. I just looked and I used to love going there and getting things for people because I felt like it was so much more personal. If you're not familiar with Things Remembered, you could go and get like a snow globe and you could have something etched in the bottom of it, or wedding glasses that you could have etched the initials in, things like that are really meaningful to most people who give those gifts. Things like a baby lotion from a multi-level marketing company like Avon are not very thoughtful gifts. They're thoughtful for you because it's going to benefit you and your quote unquote business. But what's the real reason behind why you're giving the gift of Avon at a baby shower for your friend or family member? I just don't feel like the gift of Avon is the one we should be giving when you are an Avon ambassador. It looks really bad. And this is speaking as somebody who, as a Scentsy consultant, gave a lot of Scentsy as gifts with my labels on them.
Cringeworthy.
100%.
I'm so sorry if you were the recipient of any of those gifts.
All right, so let's activate.
Let's activate. It's giving Captain Planet.
This is a really easy way for you to get started. We have provided you with some example text and social media posts, and this is what we will share and post this on our team page so that you can easily take this and copy it and send it off to everybody you know.
She's teaching you how to fall into a spam folder for texts, emails, and social media. If you copy paste everything like these MLM representatives love to do, the platform recognizes it. They're getting better at recognizing these things, so they won't push your shit to other people's feeds. They won't show your messages in primary. You will go to the request folder or even the spam folder. You cannot use this tactic any longer. The copy paste method is dead.
It's very simple. You're really just going to say on the left-hand side here, it says hi, and you're going to just insert the name. And I wanted to share that I recently joined Avon because I truly love the opportunity to help others feel confident and taken care of.
How genuine. You truly love it so much that you truly copy and pasted this message to other people to tell people how much you truly love Avon. Give me a break.
If you'd like, feel free to check out my online brochure, which we just talked about, to explore all of the incredible things we carry: skincare, fashion, makeup, body care, and more.
What the kind of fashion are they carrying? Be so for real right now. You guys, it's giving Chico's. If you shop at Chico's, no shade, but it's not my style. I mean, I guess at least it's less than Chico's, but still, I cannot with these clothes. The fashion for who? Grandma Edna? I don't see one thing I would wear except for the ring my bell shirt. I fucking wear the fuck out of it. What is with the ring my bell?
And then you're simply going to put your link in there. And if you, like I said, if you do need help finding your link, please reach out to your mentor. We can easily help you with that. And then on the right-hand side is an easy post that you can copy and put out on social media to make it easy for you. All right. So now we need to get social, right?
Wrong.
So we highly recommend that you create a dedicated VIP group on social media. So this is where you're going to mainly go to Facebook and create groups.
We're still doing this. Is anybody a part of these groups? Does anybody pay attention to these groups anymore? Are people still thriving in Facebook groups? I don't know.
So I'm sure a lot of you are in groups out there where, other companies that, are selling products that you're in on these VIP groups. Create your own. Create your VIP group, because this is where you're going to invite your customers and everybody who is interested about Avon. And what you really want to do is kind of separate what you're doing from your main social media page. This is in this VIP group, you can post Avon all day, every day.
They really put Chat GBT.
You have no regrets?
Chat GBT.
Like not even a single letter?
When you're on your social channels and out there, you want to mix in the Avon because you don't want to get anybody turned off. So this is a group where you can do giveaways and incentives and, share products and testimonies and kind of bring people together, where you can talk about Avon. You can do thank yous to customers in there for all of their orders, do live videos and product demonstrations. So, like we said here, remember the 80-20 rule. You really don't want to be out there, like we said, on your main news feed, just constantly posting Avon. You want to sprinkle it in to create that excitement. And then you can say, hey, you can join my VIP group where I could talk about Avon, and you can learn about products, and there's going to be giveaways
there's going to be giveaways. So really the only thing that people are doing are joining because they could possibly get free ship from you.
And you can also pre-schedule content out there. You can plan ahead so that you don't have to be focusing on Avon every single day. If you only have, 8 to 10 hours a week to focus on Avon, go out on a Sunday, sit down, schedule out all of your content, and it's done for you for the rest of the week. Some of the other things that we suggest is also to invest in a ring light, just so that people can actually see the product. You don't want to be in a dimly lit room. You're not going to be able to see the products.
Ever heard of a window, ma'am?
That you're talking about. You want to have light so that people can see things. And then use apps. There are a ton of apps out there to help elevate the content. There's Canva, InShot, ChatGPT is huge. If you don't know what to write, get ChatGPT.
She's saying Chat GPT, but it says Chat GBT, and she definitely didn't address it.
Type in what you want, and it's going to give you everything and anything that you need. And there are many of these are free apps that you can use. So, like I said, reach out to your mentor. Maybe you can talk to them and see what they're using and how they use them. All right, I think we are actually going to hand this over to Charmaine, and she's going to talk to you about how to build your first order.
Yes, thanks, Anne. That was great information. And we talked a little bit about how to build your first order, but we're going to dive in deep. And well, number one is, especially for new ambassadors, start by getting your essentials from Avon. I know Natasha mentioned, everybody washes their hair, everybody washes their face. These are things that you can buy for yourself and then try them so that when it's time to post on social media, you can give your own testimony. We all mentioned that we're wearing Avon, whether it be the jewelry, the fashion. Actually, these glasses were Avon.
I am definitely not high fashion. I am looking at my closet. I have nothing. I wear hoodies and sweatpants most of the time, t-shirts here and there, but we can absolutely tell that you are wearing all Avon.
And register today. It's on avon.com website too. Oh, creative collective casting call. So this is going on right now. Maybe you are interested in being an influencer and, social media is your thing and you want to do Avon and get excited. This is for you. So it is where it's a casting call. So you have to submit an application also on avon.com. And it's an opportunity for you to do some storytelling, beauty, showing off the beauty, showing off fashion and skincare, bringing products to life in an authentic way. So you do apply for this. And if you are selected, and we all here on the video are all in the Avon Creative Collective, you get to try out some great products and then put these products on social media. And you tag the Avon Creative Collective. And
I feel like that's immediately killing any chance of being an actual content creator by promoting an MLM like Avon. If any multi-level marketing company approaches you as a content creator and asks you to create some kind of content around said products, don't do it.
That is instant career suicide.
I'm just letting you know, you're putting a red letter on your account. As soon as an account starts promoting a multi-level marketing company, it will taint your account. I've seen it happen. Multi-level marketing is a very controversial way of promoting things, and a lot of people who are scrolling on social media know this. And when they see a content creator openly promoting any products from a multi-level marketing company, a lot of times questions are raised.
Sometimes they may see your TikTok and then put it on the Avon North American Ambassador Facebook page.
Okay, and what is that going to do? Bring more Avon representatives to you? Most of the people that follow Avon are likely Avon ambassadors or have been in the past. So what market are you trying to reach? The market that is your competition? As an Avon ambassador, I just don't feel like it would be a good move. You are literally competing with everybody else that's selling Avon. And don't let them tell you any different. You all have the same fucking products.
And I think I'm going to throw it back to Natasha to close us out. Oh, Natasha, I think you're on mute.
Thank you. Thank you guys all for, sharing important information. Look, at the end of the day, you got this. It's BYOB. Be your own boss. The beauty of this business is that you can do it whatever way works for you. Remember, I talked about flexibility and freedom. All of us here have been doing Avon, 8 and 10 years. And it's just like yesterday when we first started. And we were all new at one time, like Charmaine mentioned. We all struggled a little bit, but we also have grown in this business. We have built our confidence, we've built our business, we've built friendships. I know there was a lot of information, but at the end of the day, it's all about you loving the product, sharing the product, and connecting with people. This is a relationship business.
It's a relationship business because it's multi-level marketing, but not because of the products. These products don't need a relationship business, in my opinion, at least. It's unnecessary. It's like you're just middlemen.
And it is very rewarding. So we wish you all the best of luck. Reach out if you have questions or need anything, but definitely connect with your mentor so that you can get that support and start thinking about how to make this 140th year with Avon a huge success. We appreciate you guys joining us today, and we hope you have a wonderful week, and take care. Thanks, guys.
Wow, guys, Avon is really a trigger for me, apparently. Maybe I'll react to some more Avon. We'll see if you guys, how you feel about this. Let me know. Let me know how you felt about this video. Anyway, as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.